sacrifices are going to have to be made. Right now, my children have absolutely no future. None. And it is not right for us to pass that burden on to them. I'm not getting any younger. Luckily, I'm still in good shape. I've stayed in good shape. I used to go out and ride bicycles all the time. I used to race. I can jump on my bicycle right now and go for a 100-mile ride and I'll be fine. So I've stayed in shape. Hopefully that helps me live a little longer, because there's absolutely no old age in my family. Everybody dies before they're 70 in my family for some reason. Hopefully I get to live a little longer than that, but we'll see. But we're going to have to fight this, and it's not going to be pretty. We can't fight it at the ballot box anymore. That's obviously gone. It's long gone. The jury box is not on our side either. And people always say, hey, we can't fight the government. Well, why not? Why can we not fight the government?
You can. It's a dirty war.
I mean, tell that to the Afghanis. Tell it to the Iraqis. Tell it to the Vietnamese. They don't care who we were. They fought us. Tell that to them. We're going to have to fight for this, one way or another. Either that, or we're all just going to. I have no intention of lining up, getting in that boxcar, and riding off wherever they're going to send me. No intention. They'll have to kill me. Hopefully, there's enough people around me that will fight with me. We'll see. But it's going to be dirty. It's going to be ugly, and you need to get your minds wrapped around that. You need to harden your hearts to that. And don't give these people any sympathy, because they will not give it to you. They don't care one bit about you. They want you to live the way they want you to live. They hate freedom, and they hate everything we stand for. And our founders were willing to die and fight for everything that they wrote about in that Declaration of Independence. Everything. And with that, I would like to read you this. Want to pick up if I do that?
Probably not.
All right, that's all right. We'll do this.
I'll hold it for you.
All right. I've written a new Declaration of Independence. I'm just going to read it, so bear with me. When in the course of human events, which impelled our founding fathers to form a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created free and equal and endowed by the Creator with inalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, they determined to declare the reasons which inspired them to such a noble cause. Because we hold to these same self-evident truths, we seek to adhere to these same timeless principles and to conduct our lives in a way which show ourselves worthy of the precious legacy which has been handed down to us by such brave and honorable men. We are the worthy posterity of our noble founding fathers. We are the ones who have kept their covenant and constitution. We are the ones who recognize and revere the God of nature, who has blessed us with the fruits of their labor. All we have ever required of our fellow countrymen is to respect our right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And in turn, we have respected theirs. Now our endowed rights have been stolen by those especially entrusted for their protection. Those who were created equal to us now think they have been elevated above us merely due to the office they have acquired solely through our good graces. The governments which have been instituted among us exclusively for the protection of our rights have become destructive of those very ends. Our safety and happiness have been abused and usurped. The principles upon which our country was established are now distorted and derided, if they are remembered at all. As all of history shows, the pursuit of such a government is designed to reduce us to absolute despotism. Because we understand it is no light thing to alter, abolish, or institute new government, for far too long we have tried to content ourselves while evils were sufferable. But now there is no rule of law, and our patience is viewed by our abusers only as consent to abuse more. These are the facts of the tyranny we have endured at the hands of our elected governors, mayors, judges, sheriffs, police, and various county and city officials, as well as through their unholy alliance with unelected unions, social justice organizations, and bureaucratic agencies and social media. Number one, we are no longer equal citizens before the law or society. We are divided along non-existent intersectional fault lines and granted special rights and privileges based on perceived grievances or denied them according to the same superficial criteria. Number two, we have no right to the fruit of our labor. Our property can be seized and our livelihoods destroyed on the whim of a mob or the arbitrary designation of an elected official. Number three, our history is rewritten, eradicated, distorted, and despised. Number four, our elected officials issue mandates and decrees with no rational scientific, economic, or legal basis. Moreover, they themselves do not adhere to the same rules they create and enforce under threat of violence. Number five, our law enforcement punishes the law-abiding while cowering before the criminal elements of society. Our judicial system protects the guilty while crushing the innocent with all the power at its disposal. Number six, we are censored, marginalized, and ostracized in the public and private sphere for not championing evil as good and good as evil. Number seven, there are no checks and balances within our political, judicial, or economic systems. An unholy alliance between these three segments of society forms a bulwark which allows for no questioning or redress. Number eight, our religious liberty is trampled upon, our churches are locked down as non-essential, and our deeply held convictions are banned as hate speech. Number nine, our families endure never-ending attacks and an uncertain future from the constant upheaval of random interference and overreach. Our children are denied their education, normal interaction with relatives and friends, and every hallmark of childhood itself. Number 10, our last check on tyranny, which are free and fair elections, is nothing but a charade. Outcomes are predetermined, fraud is rampant, and there is no recourse. Because of their insatiable thirst for power, ignorance of history, arrogant and incorrect assumptions, intolerance for freedom, and contempt for their own heritage, these tyrants and traitors within seek to conform us to their own will and unachievable utopian vision. But because of their rejection of the God of life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, they can only create a hell on earth. This is a vision we reject and an agenda with which we cannot and will not comply. Because our abusers will never relent, they must be ended. We understand what this will entail. what will be required of us, and the personal cost we may well have to pay. But freedom is so dear and our legacy so worthy that we are ready for this great undertaking. Knowing that our God is faithful, our cause is just, and our liberty more precious than life itself, we take up our founder's mantle and engrave on our hearts the words of their great seal: Tyrannus, seditio, obsequium Deo. Rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God. That's it. Thank you.
Hear, hear. Is that the first public delivery of that?
Yes.
So mark date and time.
There you go.
Delivered Kings Mountain, 12 December 2020.
I figured it was fitting for here.
Well done, well done.